Hello everyone, back tuning in to today's first video. So we're beginning our events and festivals at GWV. It's our events and festivals forecast. So the first event is always Cheltenham. That's always the first thing in the middle of March. So the Cheltenham Festival will be next week between the 12th and the 15th of March. I'm going to do a little forecast for this event down in Gloucestershire today. Over the next few weeks and months, you're going to see plenty of events and festivals forecasts. Of course, we'll be doing forecasts for all of the holidays, Easter and the two bank holidays in May, and also, of course, the August bank holiday. So there'll be loads of forecasts coming up for those events. We'll also be doing music festival events, including Glastonbury, and some videos for some sporting events as well. So going to be regular events and festivals forecast at GWV over the spring and the summer as well. So have a look at the events that we've got listed on our events page, and if you'd like any events to be added to those events that we've already got on the events page, then do let us know. But we're going to start off with Cheltenham Festival for this year's events and festivals forecast. So we're beginning on Tuesday. This is how things are looking on Tuesday. This is the extended range of the models, of course. It's a long way out, is unreliable. But it looks rather showery and rather cool, actually, next week on Tuesday, the 12th of March, for day one of the Cheltenham Festival. We've got low pressure that's driving the weather to the north of Scotland. It's bringing down these showery and quite cold northwesterly winds across the country. The upper air temperatures are looking pretty cold. We've got the -5 Celsius ice push through the country. That's telling us that we're within cold air. And with these west-northwesterly winds, we'll be bringing in showers as well. So this is how the GFS is forecasting showers on Tuesday next week, 12th of March. Don't take the areas too specifically. So it looks like there's a mass of probably wintry showers moving out of Scotland into Northern Ireland and North West England through the course of Tuesday. Down at Cheltenham itself, actually it looks mainly dry, but I think there'll probably be more showers around than this is depicting. And it could be cold enough for those showers to be a bit wintry as well, certainly containing some hail and maybe even some sleet or wet snow mixed in with those showers too. It's a cold day, so temperatures widely across England and Wales, only sort of 5 or 6 degrees. Around Cheltenham, so sort of around 5 degrees. You can normally add on a degree or so, so you might be up to around 7 or 8 degrees. But it would be a pretty cold feeling day with those northwesterly winds bringing those showers. Day 2 of the Cheltenham Festival is Wednesday the 13th of March, and we find the low pressure has moved down across the country. It's actually sitting across the southeast, so that probably brings some sort of rain, sleet or snow situation across the country overnight from Tuesday 12th to Wednesday the 13th. By this point, by midday on Wednesday the 13th, we're in this showery run of northwesterly winds once again. Upper air temperatures are looking pretty cold, and there's a suggestion here of showers moving in on those northwesterly winds. It doesn't look as though GFS is making a huge amount of these showers, but I suspect they would be more widespread with low pressure close to the country than what the GFS is showing here. And it's another pretty cold day, really. So, again, maximums around the Cheltenham area of around 5 or 6 degrees. You might be able to add a degree or two on. You know, that gets you to around 7 or 8. But it would be a pretty cold day, I think, as we go into day 2 of the Cheltenham Festival. Day 3 on Thursday the 14th is bringing an area of low pressure in from off the Atlantic. So this low pressure is moving into pretty cold air. There'll be outbreaks of rain heading in from the west, possibly something a bit wintry as this low pressure comes into that cold air. But that will be most likely in the north, probably just outbreaks of rain moving in for Cheltenham. The upper air temperatures show that cold air is still across much of the country, although there is a warmer sector associated with this area of low pressure that's trying to push in from off the Atlantic. And with that warmer sector, there's outbreaks of rain as well. So heavy rain is moving into the west during the course of Thursday, 14th of March, and that is moving into the country, or will be moving into the country through the course of Thursday, afternoon. As it comes into that cold air, there is a chance that it might turn to sleet or snow, but that would be particularly for the north and the northeast. I think down at Cheltenham it'd be more likely to be outbreaks of rain, maybe some sleetiness mixed in, but not a terribly pleasant day at all, as cloud envelops from the Atlantic and brings that rain with it. Temperatures again are looking pretty cold. We're up to around 6 degrees around the Cheltenham area. So again, out on a couple of degrees, it might get you to 8. But as that cloud and rain spills in from off the Atlantic, it would be a pretty cold and miserable end to the third day of the Cheltenham Festival. And then the final day, day 4, is Friday the 15th of March. Of course, it's the day of the Cheltenham Gold Cup, and the low pressure is moving away to the east. And so that low pressure is coming into west on Thursday. On Friday, it's pushing out into the North Sea. As it does so, it's opening the door again to cold north to northwesterly winds. So this is looking like quite a cold and unsettled Cheltenham Festival, really. This year, which I think is actually quite typical for this event. I think many years it is pretty chilly and quite unsettled. This looks like a classic example. So the upper air temperatures for the final day of the Cheltenham Festival on the 15th of March are cool, and the colder air is beginning to dig back in from the north again as this low pressure is pushing away into the North Sea. We're into the low resolution time frame of the model there, so it looks more dramatic than it is. It looks like there's a lot of rain across the country, a lot of precipitation across the country. Actually, most of this is showers. So you're talking about sunshine and showers really on those cold and chilly northwesterly winds. The temperatures have lifted up ever so slightly, but still pretty chilly really, only around 7 degrees. You might get to 8 or 9 if you add a degree or so on. There is at the moment the suggestion that around this period, around the middle of March, we might get a northerly, and that's what this GFS run is doing as that low pressure moves away into the North Sea on Saturday the 16th. We're pulling the winds into the north. We do pull down some really quite cold air during that weekend of 16th, 17th of March, with winds swinging into the north, and that could bring a proper cold shot of northerly winds and Arctic air down across the country with risk of snow showers and night frost. Now, this is outside the Cheltenham Festival timeframe, but the reason I'm showing you this is that it is subject to change with the timing of this, and if these northerly winds set in a day or so earlier, then we could actually end the Cheltenham Festival on really quite a cold and wintry note. As it is, it's looking like a pretty chilly and showery Cheltenham Festival this year, so it is subject to change. It's in the extended time frame of the model, so it might turn out to be a little bit more settled than this is suggesting, but overall it does look unsettled. It looks quite cold as well, and just a classic Cheltenham Festival really, showery and chilly, and maybe even a little bit of sleet or hail in the air at times. We'll do another update later on in the week. If you want to see more updates for the Cheltenham Festival and more events and festivals updates overall, then please like the video, let us know that you're enjoying what we're doing, and also subscribe to the channel, and we'll do more for you later on in the week. That's all for now, and thanks for watching.